Welcome, beautiful thrivers, to Thriver TV, where not only do you learn about narcissists, but also how to heal for real from the inhumane things they do and what you've been through, including gaslighting, which we're going to talk about deeply today. What is it? How narcissists do it, and how to stop it happening and fully recover from it in your life. Today, I want to hand you a really powerful journaling exercise to help you get clarity, make sense of the madness, and take your power back. But before we get started, I just want to quickly mention NARP, the signature course in this community that creates more Thrive recovery than any method that we humbly know of. So to create your Thrive recovery in time frames that will stun you and give you your life, soul, energy, sanity, and future back, check out the show notes with this video. Okay, so if you haven't heard the expression gaslight yet, I'm sure you have, most people have, but if you haven't, the term owes its origin to a 1938 play, which was called Gaslight, and then in 1944, a film adaptation was created with it. Gaslighting is a technique that is used to distort reality. It twists and turns facts, and it makes you feel like you're wrong when you're right, and it makes you doubt your sanity. And it's even more than that. Gaslighting is inversion. Think about something being turned inside out and upside down. So literally, what is bad is made out to be good, and what is good is made out to be bad. And I'm going to explain it. You'll understand this. But what it means is that reality becomes helter-skelter. It turns your life, your perceptions, and your soul upside down, and you really think you're going mad. So I'm going to give you some examples. So let's say, and this happened to a really good friend of mine called Mary. The narcissist was controlling, would question her constantly, monitor her, breathing down her neck, didn't trust her, wanted to put tracking devices on her, and he wanted her to explain and provide evidence of every move that she made. Now, this was the crazy thing. The narcissist was making out that his bad behavior was right and was completely justified, and making out that Mary's innocent freedom, which of course is good, was a bad thing, because he was telling her she was selfish, and because of her body language or whatever, she wasn't to be trusted, because she was just a friendly, nice person. And he was saying that's really bad and you are up to the wrong things, even when nothing could be further from the truth. So this is the thing. As in his case with her, this is what happens. The narcissist will use every diversion, excuse, justification, accusation, and fabricated evidence to hold on to and enforce an insane narrative, as well as pathological lie. So in Mary's case, he told her things like, I've seen, people have told me, would create allies that were fabricated. You've been seen doing this, you've been seen doing that, which she'd be like, what? I was just in a supermarket. Did I speak to somebody? Didn't I speak to somebody? I can't even remember what I did. Narcissists are impossible to get along with, because you find yourself fighting for basic human rights and decency over and over and over and over again. Because of their defense mechanisms, you end up angry and you lose your cool. And this is what used to happen to me all the time, because I felt like I was just explaining normal human fundamental decency. You know, after being threatened or having just crazy things like my keys taken off me, or, you know, my clothes being hidden, or receiving lies about where he went, and just the crazy thing. the crazy things that narcissists do. And what happens is you show up wanting accountability, you're wanting to get it through to them that this behavior is not okay. And then the narcissist will tell you that you're the problem. You know, they'll pick on your body language or something, you know, look at the way you're talking to me, you've got anger issues. And then, of course, you know, after being spoken to like that, you do explode into anger because it's just so mental. And then you're told that you need therapy for it. This is what happens simply because narcissists are narcissists. It is really impossible to have a healthy relationship with them because of their dire insecurities, the way they lash out, the way they hurt you. And then, of course, you're going to try to stand up to that. And what happens in the gaslighting is it's like bait and switch. Things happen, you hook into it, they switch the tables. That's the gaslighting. According to them, you're the problem. You're the problem because you wanted a solution to the problem. Then the narcissist turns it all around and tells you that you're the problem. So other ways that narcissists commonly gaslight is they deny that they said this or that. They will say, that didn't happen. That's not what happened. I never said that. I never promised that. I know that you've experienced that. I certainly experienced it. Please know, if you feel like you need to record your conversation with somebody regarding what was really said, you are being gaslit. And your relationship, I'm sorry to say, is in serious trouble. This happens all the time in narcissistic relationships. If this is happening to or has happened to you, any of what I've talked about so far, please let me know in the comments below because I know that you have. This stuff is really common. Or another way that narcissists can gaslight you is to keep you down, keep you subdued and keep you small, telling you that you're sick, that you don't have your inner resources to be healthy, you're not good enough, you're not capable. They might tell you that you are victimized by people, that you are useless if they're name calling and being horrible. And then they make out that you need them. Okay, so you on your own are not enough, you can't cope, you can't survive on your own because of all of this gaslighting, and that they are your savior. This is gaslighting. It's a form of insidious control. It's to keep you impoverished, dependent on them, and not able to think for, fend for, or generate your life yourself. I really want you to understand this. Please know, get this. Any genuine person, group, or organization in your life, if they're genuine, they will want to empower you and help you to be the best that you can be and want you to be able to have incredible opportunity in your life. They will help you be healthy, empowered, and sovereign and to not need them. Okay. So there really are thousands of different examples of how a narcissist gaslights and what they can do. And I could go on and on and on and on. But what I really want you to know is that the details, this is so important too, the details of the twists, the turns, the confusion, the lies, the projecting onto you, the blame shifting, convincing you that you've got serious issues and they're the crazy one and you're the crazy one. It's all to do with gaslighting. But rather than you go into your brain and research and decipher and try to work out what is or isn't and what form of gaslighting is this and what isn't, all that stuff, there's a much better way to cut through all of this rubbish. Take your power back and put an end to this garbage. Okay, I want you to get out a pen and paper and pause this video if you need to go get one. And now I want you to write this heading. Okay, foundations of any healthy relationship, because you need to get really clear about this. Now we're going to write the words kindness, honesty, validation, teamwork, solution building. I want you to go through these words one at a time, and you're going to need to be really honest and write down the truth. Let's start with kindness. I want you to answer these questions. Is this person kind to you? And I mean durably kind, not just 10% of the time. How are they all of the time? Are they caring? Do they care about your feelings when it matters the most? Okay. And, okay, if they have a moment, because nobody's perfect. Somebody can have a moment because every person can. In those moments, are they kind enough to apologize and be real and humble? Do they have the capacity to care about you and make amends through appropriate restorative behavior if they're not kind? All right, let's have a look at honesty. Is this person honest? Do they tell the truth? If you question something, do they give you an honest answer rather than avoiding and shaming and blaming and attacking you? Do they take responsibility for the truth about how they're feeling and what they need from you? Or do you get ambushed where you think everything is fine and then they blow up and they haven't even been honest to you? Let's have a look at validation. Does this person validate your feelings when you need to talk or have support, or you're feeling scared or down? Is this person there for you? Can they hear how you feel and be present with you? Or do they make it all about themselves? Do they tell you that you're not allowed to have those feelings and invalidate you? Does this person let you have an opinion and thoughts and ideas as well as your own feelings? Do they listen and support you and honour you to be yourself? Or are you ridiculed, shamed and smeared for thinking differently from them or wanting to have a debate or a discussion? These things are really important. Now let's have a look at teamwork. Does this person support your goals, your liberty, your vision for your life? Are they happy when you're happy, even if it has nothing to do with them? Does this person want to see you shine and soar? Or do they squash you, limit you, and are pathologically envious about you? Really important questions. And the last one, solution building. Does this person want to get to understandings, reconciliation and healing with you? Do they want growth, happiness and peace? Does your relationship up level as a result of disruption because you work stuff out beautifully and honestly and in an adult, mature way with this person, caring about each other? Or do the same things come up over and over and over again and things are getting worse and you're feeling sicker and the cracks are widening? Okay, so those points that I just gave you that I wanted you to give honest answers to, these are the baseline fundaments of healthy relationship. And I want you to take your time with this list, really work with it and be honest. Because if you're not honest, you can't get out of this mess. Imagine if your car was bogged in mud and you just ignored that and you just put your foot on the accelerator, you would just dig yourself deeper down into it. And the same is true with our life. We either sink into the bog or we get really real about what's going on in order to heal it. And I know it's hard, but it's a truth that needs to be faced. And this is the truth. Somebody's character is a character. Narcissism is narcissism. You can't make somebody change if they don't have the capacity or the desire. if they are not those fundamental baseline requirements for a healthy relationship, you are not going to change that person. They're baseline requirements. They're normal. And what you're experiencing is abnormal. And in fact, the more you stay and try to control it and change it and fix it, the more out of control and abused you're going to become. The only person you can change and control is yourself. Okay, so now I want you to write out this. I want you to write this out. I know there are unhealed parts of me clinging to this person, trying to get them to care and love me. It's my time to take my life back, turn inwards, and heal those parts, holding on to someone not granting me love, safety, or care. It's time to heal this between me and true source, which is your higher power, so that I can go free, be healthy, have healthy relationships, and never be stuck in this trauma again. Now, you're going to be able to see that in the blog. There'll be the transcript of that for you to go back to. And I want you to write it out 11 times and really feel into it as you write it. There's something very powerful about 1111. Maybe you see it. You know, a lot of spiritual people really believe it's a portal to manifestation. And I believe that too. I really hope that this can give you a shift into making it not about them and making it about empowering you and taking your life force and your soul back. And I want you to know you don't need to end the gaslighting today or tomorrow in your life, but getting focused on your healing is going to help you start detaching, coming back into sanity, your body, and your power. And let me explain how I can help you really move this forward. First of all is my 16-day free course, which has a ton of resources to really powerful ebooks. All of it's free and there's no obligation, and you can unsubscribe at any time. So the link with my 16-day free course comes up on this video, or check it out in the show notes. Also too, the next step on from that is my free webinar, where you have a 2-hour sit-down session with me, get really deeply into this, and experience quantum freedom healing, which is going to give you a shift on those parts that were staying connected to somebody messing with you, so that you can heal them up, free yourself from them, and get anchored into power and truth in your body. So I really hope that this has helped. I'm looking forward to, please share after you do this exercise. Please share how it went for you and how you're feeling after doing that. I'd love to hear about that. And, you know, any other comments or questions that you have. And as always, this is how it goes. There's no other way for it to go. We have to keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there is nothing else to do. Lots of love, everybody. Bye-bye.